everybody, welcome back to another video. I know, guys, it has been so long. It has been since December. I know, crazy. But today, ladies and gentlemen, today, I think it was Friday night, I think, at like 11 o'clock p.m. maybe, I forget. We got, I know it's a special look, but we got the second trailer for Avengers Doomsday. Yes, Avengers Doomsday. We got a second trailer, guys. It's insane. So I thought, before we get to that, I thought it would be nice if we go back, not to 2012 with the original Avengers movie, because I'm going to be honest, that trailer sucks. The trailer for the Avengers sucks. Like, I love the Avengers. I love the first movie. I love all the Avengers movies. But the trailer for the original movie sucks. So we're not going to be doing that trailer. So we're going to go back to 2015 with the Avengers Age of Ultron trailer. So let's go to that. And again, guys, I love all the Avengers movies. I love all the MCU films, except for Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel sucks. I hate that movie so much. I hate it with a passion. Same thing with Doctor Strange. I do not like that movie. Captain Marvel and Doctor Strange as characters, they're great, but their solo movies are not that good. So, but again, all the Avengers movies, so the Avengers Age of Ultron, Avengers Infinity War, Avengers Endgame, they're all good. And I think Avengers Doomsday will surpass those. Why do I feel like there's like a filter right now? Oh, because Nightlight is on. Why is that on? Okay, there we go. Avengers.
I'm gonna show you something beautiful. Everyone screaming for mercy. You want to protect the world, but you don't want it to change. You're all puppets, tangled in strings.
It's the end. The end of the path I started us on.
Nothing lasts forever. There are no strings on me.
Is it me or is that like... Oh, that's why. I probably should have had that up more now that I think about it. Should I rewatch it? Well, no, you guys probably could have heard enough, right? Someone commented, "Who's here after watching Doomsday trailer?" This was like what, a month ago now. Today's the 18th. Wow, so in 2 days, the Avengers Doomsday trailer will be a month old. Wow. Okay then. Insane, man. Insane. Okay, so that was the Avengers Age of Ultron trailer, and I didn't realize that the volume was that low. So, but now let's move on to the Avengers Infinity War trailer. Here we go.
entire time I knew him, he only ever had one goal: to wipe out half the universe. If he gets all the Infinity Stones, he can do it with the snap of his fingers.
This
Just
is
like
one
that.
of the best Avengers movies.
Tell me his name again.
Infinity War is so good.
Thanos.
We got one advantage. He's coming to us. We have what Thanos wants, so that's what we use.
Let's talk about this plan of yours. I think it's good, except it sucks. So let me do the plan, and that way it might be really good.
Wow.
The end is near. When I'm done, half of humanity will still exist. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. I hope they remember you.
Avengers Infinity War. Now, again, I like all the MC movies, but Captain Marvel and Doctor Strange, those are the worst two movies. Again, both of them as characters are so good, right? But their solo movies are not good. Like Captain Marvel is a great character. Like, for example, in Avengers Endgame, she is so good. Avengers Infinity War, Doctor Strange, so good. And Spider-Man No Way Home, Doctor Strange is in there, so good. It's just their solo movies that are not good. Like, I've been trying to watch the entire MCU again before Avengers Doomsday comes out. And on what was it? The week before we went on vacation, exactly 1 week before, on Saturday, what was it? Saturday, August 1st, I rewatched Captain America: The First Avenger, because it's been 4 years since I watched it. And then the day after, on Sunday, August 2nd, I watched, for the very first time, I watched the Fantastic Four: First Steps. And then I didn't watch any of them. And then, what was it, August 5th, I started to watch Captain Marvel, and I just couldn't finish it. So I got to finish it, and I only got like 17 minutes in. Because again, Captain Marvel is not a good movie. The character in general is a good character, but the movie is not good. Same thing with Doctor Strange. The character is great, but the movie is not. You get what I mean? So yeah, so I gotta finish because I'm trying to rewatch all of them. And yes, Spider-Man Brand New Day. I saw that in theaters twice. Spider-Man Brand New Day I saw in theaters. Yes, I know the release date was July 31st, but for some reason, the theater near me, which is in Matamoros, where it's like 25 minutes away from me, for some reason they were showing it a day. For some reason, they were showing Spider-Man Brand New Day at that theater a day early on July 30th. I don't know why, but they were. So I went to see it that day. So I got to saw it a day early, and that theater was packed. I'm not joking. Basically, the whole theater came for Spider-Man Brand New Day. I'm not even joking. Like, it seemed like everyone in that theater was going to see Spider-Man Brand New Day. Like, I didn't realize it was that big. Like, whew, that theater was packed. Like, there was one seat left, too. And then I went to go see Spider-Man Brand New Day again a week later, well, a week and 1 day later, on August 7th, the day before I went on vacation. And again, it was that good of a movie. I had to see it twice. So, yeah, it's a very, very good movie. I want it to come out in Blu-ray and DVD ready so I can see it. So now let's move on to the Avengers Endgame trailer. And hold on. And may I just point this out real quick, okay? That the Avengers came out when I was 12, because the movie came out in 2012. Avengers Age of Ultron came out when I was 5. Came out in 2015. I was 5. Avengers Infinity War came out when I was 8. I was in 2nd grade. Avengers Endgame came out when I was 9 years old, when I was in 3rd grade. And now Avengers Doomsday will be coming out when I'm in 11th grade, when I'm 16, because I'm 16 currently. I'll be 17 in January. And then Avengers Secret Wars, I will be 17 when that comes out. Because again, I turned 17 in January. And then Avengers Secret Wars comes out December of 2027. So, the only bad thing is during the timeline between Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars, they're not going to be releasing any Marvel movies between those two movies. So it's going to be a long year, because we're not going to be having any more Marvel movies between Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars. So, kind of bad, but, looking up to the hype. And I've seen both of the trailers for Avengers Doomsday, and I think, honestly, and like I said, I love Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame. I love all the Avengers movies. Again, all the MCU movies are great. Some of them are not. Like, again, Captain Marvel and Doctor Strange. Those two movies are not that good. But the characters in general are amazing. But, I would say, I love the Avengers Age of Ultron, Avengers Infinity War, and Avengers Endgame. Avengers Endgame is number 1 on my list. Avengers Infinity War is number 2. Avengers Age of Ultron is number 3, and then the Avengers is number 4. And yeah, I love all of them, but that's just my rating for the movies, for the 4 Avengers movies we have right now. So, but yeah. And I really love Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame. But I think Avengers Doomsday will surpass Avengers Endgame in my opinion. And I think Avengers Secret Wars will surpass Avengers Doomsday. So, but we'll see. All right, here we go. Avengers Endgame trailer.
God, seems like 1,000 years ago.
That's the Mark.
I fought my way out of that cave. Became Iron Man.
That's the Mark 50 helmet, I think.
Realized I loved you. I know I said no more surprises, but I was really hoping to pull off one last one.
The world has changed. None of us can go back. All we can do is our best. And sometimes the best that we can do is to start over.
I saw all these people die. I keep telling everybody they should move on. Some do, but not us.
Even if there's a small chance, we owe this to everyone who's not in this room to try.
We will. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
takes.
I like this one.
So fun fact, by the way, Avengers Endgame, um, Marvel is in fact re-releasing. May I add? Marvel is re-releasing Avengers Endgame into theaters on September 25th. So in about a month, on September 25th, get ready, because Avengers Endgame is re-releasing in theaters. And it's not just going to be called Avengers Endgame, it's actually going to be called Avengers Endgame Encore. I don't know why. I don't know why they're adding the word encore in there. I don't know why it's going to be called Avengers Endgame Encore, this re-release. All I do know is that the movie is going to be, I think, like 5 or 10 minutes longer than the original release, because they are adding some scenes that were never added into the movie. And they're adding scenes that are going to lead directly into Avengers Doomsday. Because, describe the words from Kevin Feige, Avengers Doomsday is going to take place exactly where Avengers Endgame left off. You know? But yeah. And like the Avengers Infinity War, Avengers Endgame, Doomsday trailers, they're so good. These trailers are so good. Now, as you can see with the Avengers trailer and Avengers Age of Ultron trailer, those trailers did not have part of the Avengers theme in there for the title cards. Now, for the Avengers Infinity War, Endgame, and Doomsday trailers, they do actually have the Avengers theme in the title cards. Now, for the actual movies, yes, for the title cards when they play in the movies, yes, they actually have the Avengers theme in there. But for the first two movies, they don't have it for the trailers. But as you can see with Infinity War, Endgame, and Doomsday, they do have those. And now for Avengers Doomsday, there's going to be a thing called Infinity Vision. So instead of IMAX, it's going to be Infinity Vision. I don't know what that is, but it's gonna. I love how for the trailers they always say this film is not yet rated. But we all know by this point every single Marvel movie is rated PG-13, except for Deadpool. Deadpool 2, and Deadpool and Wolverine are not rated PG-13. Deadpool 2, and Deadpool and Wolverine are rated R. Because I'm going to quote this, they have sexual content in the Deadpool movies. Now, if you watch every other Marvel movie, they are PG-13, except for Deadpool. Deadpool is the only movies that are not PG-13. They're rated R because of how gory they are compared to the other Marvel movies, and because they make sexual jokes. Like, especially the first Deadpool from 2016, there are a lot of sexual scenes in that movie. And like when I watch it, I have to either skip past those scenes or just turn my head, because I can't watch that, because I'm only 16 years old and I'm watching Deadpool, so gotta turn my head or either skip past it, you know? But for Deadpool 2 and Deadpool and Wolverine, there really aren't any sexual content in those. Yes, they do make sexual jokes in Deadpool 2 and Deadpool and Wolverine, but like there's no sexual scenes in the other two. They do make sexual jokes, and yes, they make they make jokes about, drugs and stuff. So that's probably why the other two movies, even though there's no sexual scenes, that's probably why they're still rated R. But yeah. Actually, the only Deadpool movie that was made by Marvel themselves was actually Deadpool and Wolverine. That was the only Deadpool movie that was made by Marvel themselves. The first two Deadpool movies, so Deadpool and Deadpool 2, the first two Deadpool movies, those were made by Fox. Those were made by 20th Century Fox. The X-Men movies were made by 20th Century Fox. So the X-Men, X2, X-Men Days of Future Past, X-Men First Class, X-Men Apocalypse, X-Men Dark Phoenix, Deadpool 2, those were made by 20th Century Fox. Those were made by 20th Century Fox. But I forget. I think it was 2019, right? 2019? Yeah, I think it was 2019, of where Disney bought 20th Century Fox. Yes, Disney bought 20th Century Fox. So now those movies that 20th Century Fox made, the rights now are owned by Disney. And we all know that Marvel at one point was going bankrupt, so they sold their rights to Spider-Man to Sony. So that means even Spider-Man, the Spider-Man villains, even the Spider-Man universe, those movies are made by Sony. And then the what's the word? For the Hulk movies, Universal owns the rights to release them, or whatever, how it is. I forget what it's called. But yeah. And now, since Disney bought Fox back in 2019, now the X-Men belong to Marvel. And I think Disney actually bought Marvel at one point, and that's why Marvel is part of Disney, right? I don't know. I gotta look the history up. But yeah, so it's good. It's good. So, but anyway, it's good. I'm really forgetting what I'm talking about. It's so hot. I'm really forgetting what I'm talking about because it's so hot down here. But yeah. And I'm going to see the re-release of Avengers Endgame, because I didn't get to see Avengers Endgame in theaters. I was 9, and honestly, yes, I know there are kids that see Marvel movies in theaters, right? But my parents were kind of strict with PG-13 movies. They would not allow me to see them when I was that age. So I had to wait, and when I turned 10 years old, I watched Avengers Infinity War for the first time because it was on Netflix for a while. And then we got Disney Plus, and I watched Avengers Infinity War. And then starting in October of 2020, I watched The Avengers for the first time. Then I went to Avengers Age of Ultron, then Infinity War, and then Endgame. I'm like, these are good. And after I watched those 4 movies nonstop, I started watching the other ones. So, anyway, let's move on to the Avengers Doomsday trailer. This one, and then we'll do this one. Here we go.
Something's coming.
I mean, see, the original X-Men.
Something we may not be able to deter. Before this day is done, we shall be faced with an unthinkable decision.
I've fought with many warriors in my time.
far stronger than all of us put together. And they died. They died facing enemies and threats that scared me far less than this one. Everything that they sacrifice will be for nothing if we do not stand together. Put aside your petty squabbles. And presume nothing except this. If you return, you will return as brothers and sisters. Mark my words. We're going to need a miracle.
Hey, pal.
It's not possible.
Steve Rogers is back. I really want to show, like, in my classes in school, I really want to show them these trailers because they are so good. Like, I think they would really like the trailers because, like, I love the trailers, but, you know, I'm just a Marvel fan, so probably why, but I think they would like the trailers. But right now it's the special look, which is basically just the second trailer.
Victor was always the smartest.
Shut up. Rewind that. There we go.
Victor was
There's
always the
Dr.
smartest
Doom
guy in
again.
every room.
Dr. Doom again.
He used to be different. He used to be kind, he used to be caring. And then everything he loved was taken from him. I knew he was lost, but I did not realize that he was broken.
Victor, did you do this? All of you have lived stolen lives. But now you must give them back.
Answer me, Victor! Did you do this? I swear you will beg for a hell long before I grant it.
Hell answers to me. For I am Doom.
So now I'm going to let you guys watch it without me talking. So I'm not going to be talking this time. I'll just let you guys watch it.
Victor was always the smartest guy in every room. He used to be different. He used to be kind, he used to be caring. And then everything he loved was taken from him. I knew he was lost, but I did not realize that he was broken.
Did you do this?
All of you have lived, stolen lives. But now you must give them back.
Answer me, Victor! Did you do this? I swear, you will beg for a hell long before I grant it.
Hell answers to me. For I am Doom.
It's not actually 4 months and 3 days anymore. I think it's 3 months and 50 something days now, right? Yes, if you're wondering why they keep calling him Victor in this trailer, like Sue Storm and Mr. Fantastic, why they're calling him Victor is because for you guys who have never I've never read the comics, but I've heard stuff from the comics. I've seen snippets of the comics. For those of you guys who don't know, Doctor Doom's real name is actually Victor Von Doom. So, but actually, I think if I go to the countdown, I think it's 3 months and something. Why is it hot? Oh wait, why is it slowed down? Wait, why is this? Wait. Why is it slowed down? Oh, that's why. That's why. So, as you can see, the countdown is now down to 3 months and 29 days. So, 3 months, 29 days, 1 hour, 58 minutes, and 14 seconds. So in exactly 3 months and 29 days, on December 18th, we will be watching Avengers Doomsday and get to see Robert Downey Jr. in his Doctor Doom. Like, I am terrible at making the accent. Like, I can try to do the Doom accent, but I think I would be terrible at it, right? All of you have lived, stolen lives. Now you must give them back. Hell answers to me, for I am Doom. Yeah, I'm terrible at it. I am so terrible at it. I'm so terrible at doing the accent. Oh my god, making MCU movies by meme. I swear to God, if people call Avengers Doomsday dog shit, I swear to God, I'm gonna have problems with people. Yeah. Robert Downey Jr. does a great job with the Latvian accent for Doctor Doom. Wait. Sebastian Stan was shocked by Robert Downey Jr.'s Marvel return.
Caught up with Lizzie Olsen recently, asked her about the Downey announcement at Comic-Con. You were at Comic-Con, so you must have known it was coming. Like, did you know only when you landed in San Diego that it was happening, or did you get a heads up that Downey was coming back?
So what happens is you get there, and then you get kind of escorted to this little green area, green room area, and that's where you see everyone. Like, and it becomes like this weird high school reunion in a way, and you go, wow, Anthony, you've really aged. But you see all these people, and then there was like a weird whisper going around, and somebody said, who's here? And I was like, I never would have. Even then, I was like, Judi Dench, but
she's Galactus. I knew it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it could have been anybody, you know. But I had no idea until that mask came off, and I remember we were standing there, and I was like, "This is insane. I know this is crazy, and I know this is not happening, but it is happening, and it's the only way it could ever happen."
Do you know? Have you asked Downey or Russo's? I mean, you must like have some intel.
I haven't. No, not at all. Honestly, I mean, I didn't even cross paths with them. Again, Robert was non-existent. Like even in the green room or anywhere. I don't know how they got him in there. I mean, he must have been wearing the costume the entire time because no one had seen him. So.
Yeah, so they replaced Avengers. They replaced Avengers: The Kang Dynasty with Avengers: Doomsday, and I think for Avengers: Secret Wars, I think originally the story for Avengers: Secret Wars was going to be way different because of Avengers: The Kang Dynasty, but because of the whole situation around that, they canceled that. And instead of Avengers: The Kang Dynasty, they changed it to Avengers: Doomsday. So now Avengers: Secret Wars is going to have a completely different story compared to what it was supposed to have. So, wait, what does it say? Oh, okay, yeah. D23, Disney 23, where they like announce like movies and stuff. Yeah. So like there's like multiple studios for Marvel because they have Marvel Games. They have Marvel Television, and they just have regular Marvel Studios. So, and obviously Marvel Games is, the Marvel games, like, for example, Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales, Marvel Spider-Man 2, going to be Marvel's Wolverine. I think September 15th is when it's coming out. And then, you also have, and then you have the TV shows, like Loki, which, in my opinion, the Marvel show Loki is so good. Loki is so good, man. I love that show. It's so much of a good show. I want to rewatch it so badly because I watched it and I finished it on July 3rd of 2024. So it's been 2 years since I finished it. I want to rewatch it so badly, and I think I will, because Loki is such a good show. Loki is such a good show, man. I love it. And then like She-Hulk: Attorney at Law is another Marvel TV show. Daredevil: Born Again. What else? WandaVision, Agatha All Along, going to be Vision Quest. And I've actually never watched WandaVision before. I think that show came out in 2021, I think. Same thing with The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I think that came out in 2021 as well, and I never watched it. The only two shows that Marvel made that I watched was She-Hulk: Attorney at Law and Loki. Those were the only two shows that I watched. Other than that, I just watched the movies. So, anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys later in either a live stream or another video. Who knows? Bye.